Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to episode 14 of Mad Dialogue with me, Michelle.
And me, Skylar.
This week, I wanted to bring something that I came across, a young lady called Ali Carter. Now, if you want to go check her out for yourself, I found her through this TikTok account called Big Balm, Balm being BAAM. Okay, on TikTok. Or if you just put Ali Carter in the search engine in TikTok, there's a plethora of videos that will come up. But the reason I'm bringing her up is because she had something to say about Diddy, but she also had something to say about a whole lot. So that's what we're going to break down today. Basically, what she said about Diddy, which made me then go and hear the rest of her story, is that she said that she had been to Diddy's parties, and this was through I want to say, we'll just call it a cult in this respect. And she said that she was a sexual favor, is what how she put it. So when I looked into this young lady, and I know you watched it as well. So basically, I don't know her age now, but I can only tell you what has been said by herself. So basically, how her life started is that her mum, her biological mum, essentially groomed her. Sorry, if you see me looking down, it's because I've got notes. That's if you're watching us on YouTube, obviously. Groomed her, prepared her for life as a sex slave, basically. And she handed her willingly to people in authority, and also dated people in authority, such as school principals, doctors, and chief of police, one in particular who also abused her. From records from CPS, it is said that she had been sexually abused from the age of 3 months. But her earliest recall was age 4. Some of the things that she speaks about now, some people may believe it and some people may just think it, she's making it up. But me personally, I have over the years heard many people's testimonies, many people, I've read many books on this subject. And so to me, what she's saying is not so far-fetched. She speaks of Freemason police. She said they exist all over the world and not just in the US, and they help to hide evidence for many things, in particular low-level and high-level pedophiles. According to Ali, there are tunnels that are underground, deep underground, underground tunnels then, that are under schools, hospitals, amusement parks, cemeteries, celebrities' homes, and museums. Once again, she said they are all over, which I'm going to keep that point in mind because that's something I wanted to put to you. In these tunnels, she says, is a whole world in this underground thing. She said so much so it's that deep underground that the air supply is different. Yeah. She says there's different modes of transport, every walk of life. She says she's named several people, and because you can go and listen to it yourself, I'm not saying anything that, like I said, many people have come across this video. She named John Travolta, Kathy Griffin, and Robin Williams. She spoke of satanic orgies and rituals that involve celebrities. She also spoke of a baby farm with children of all ages, and she says some act like wild animals. They hiss at you. And she says some of them have been there since birth and they're now adults. She claimed hospitals take babies, which are taken to these underground tunnels. I will not repeat what she said. The purpose of this was why they take the babies. You can go and listen to that yourself because it is far too horrendous for me to repeat. And, I'm trying real hard not to think about it, but I'm bringing it to light because there's a lot of people that are speaking out um, on behalf of Ali Carter that believe her story. In particular, there's one lady that Jaguar Wright. She speaks out a lot about celebrities, and I really admire these people because I know that that cannot be easy. But you see, when she says about the underground tunnels, and one thing that I didn't write down in the notes, but she did mention like there's like trains that take you there. Now, I can't remember. I think it's the first one, Kingsman, when you remember the floor of the shop lowers, and it takes
when
them.
when they went in the dressing room,
right? Yeah. And it lowers, and then the next thing you know, they're in underground tunnels, and they go on this train. And the train moves that fast, and then it comes back up. So it's like, what do they call it? Landscape when you're looking down on it. I can't remember the correct word, but basically they were trying to show you how far they had traveled in such a short space of time. And I read a book by this lady that had been born into the Illuminati and so therefore was raised with the purpose of being, serve a purpose within the Illuminati. And she herself spoke of similar things. Do you know what I mean? And so that's why it's not so far-fetched to believe that. One of the things that she said is that the movies in Hollywood are not for entertainment. Yeah. They are basically, that's how they tell us the truth. Okay. So back to Kingsman. If there's a train that does that, then if they're showing you it in a film, then guaranteed. Yeah. I've watched a documentary where the man was talking about underground tunnels and what. She was saying that, there were so many other things she was saying. But you see, when she's saying about the underground tunnels, think about it. How many celebrities have you seen where it's said that they have built underground bunkers? Right? Yeah. So everybody would be like, okay, they're building underground bunkers because everyone talks of apocalypse, the world ending and so on and so forth. But my thought was, so you're just going to be underground in the bunker, like for how long? Yeah. Like what have you got access to? So now it makes perfect sense, because if celebrities have underground bunkers, then it stands to reason that they can leave them underground bunkers to access this city that she's talking about. And clearly, like she said, it's all over the world. Yeah. Even Disney World, there's been many stories about children going missing at Disney World. And I read a story on Reddit, and the guy worked as a security guard, and even he spoke of that. Yeah. So what did you think when you watched the video and heard what she had to say? Well, honestly, because it's like 8 parts, I will just mention that.
Yeah, well, honestly, because like, you've told me quite a few stories already about like stuff that like people say, like kids that will be talking about this, like the ritualistic stuff their parents are doing, like certain stuff like that little boy and the little girl.
The Hemel Hempstead children, which they have removed that video from YouTube. I watched it years ago, and there is no way that those children were making that up. Absolutely no way. And you know what was so terrible is they had panda eyes.
Yeah. But like, from you telling me and showing me videos like that and loads of stuff, it's like basically what she was saying was nothing new, to be honest. That's why, especially when so many people have kind of said the same things, it's not like a thing to even say, oh, whether you believe her or not, because it all adds up, Well,
this is it. And like, who are we to say that she's not telling the truth? I'm not being funny. Like I said, if I was just oblivious to the shit that goes on in this world, I probably would be like, oh, she's looking for her 5 minutes of fame. But apparently this girl has been speaking on this for a minute, long before the whole thing with Diddy came out. Do you understand? And apparently, I don't know how true this is, she claims that she is Tupac's daughter. Yeah, that's what she's saying. I don't know how true that is, but that's what she's saying. But
you never
I'm
know.
not being funny. But when I look at her, I see Diddy.
Yeah,
I know that sounds well. It's not as mad as what you think. It doesn't. Like if you look at her, I see. I feel like she looks like P Diddy. I'm not going to get into the fact that her surname's Carter. It just seems a bit like, you know.
Yeah.
She even spoke on Liam Payne.
Oh yeah.
And she said, "Oh, he just fell out the window." She was like, "No." This was what she said. She said Diddy wanted the name of all the people that basically knew his business that were ready to talk and wanted them taken out. I don't know how true that is, but even I said to you that situation with Liam Payne just did not seem 100%
for real
to me.
Yeah, it's all a bit mad up, I'll be real. But for me, the only thing I'll say about these things is the fact that every little thing is supposed to be linked, where I think sometimes that's a bit like, okay, like, is it all one thing or is it its own thing, you know?
Well, if they are all part of a club, let's just say that, then everybody knows something.
Yeah.
Do you know what
but
I'm
that's
saying?
The thing, why is like, why
and
is
even
there so
if you,
many
even
people
if you
then
don't,
to dead
even,
off?
like even if you weren't there on a particular night, you're still part of the club.
Yeah.
And if it seems like you're moving a bit erratic, or yeah, they heard that you spoke to FBI or whatever, then that's a reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Diddy was seen hugging what's his face, Justin Bieber goodbye, but was tapping at man's chest, blatantly looking for a wire. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but like I don't think I'm the only one that think that this whole way that poor Liam Payne passed away is not a bit
I do
odd.
think with him there might be some links, because even I saw a video of him and a fan a couple of days before he like passed, and even just how he looked, can't lie, like maybe it was just me, but I just felt like he looked a piece grey.
I felt
and like
that
he was a bit like, something was going on, but then again, you can't really speak because we don't know him personally, but you can kind of tell if someone's not
themselves.
Yeah.
No, 100%, I hear that, but being a bit grey doesn't make you suicidal.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying because of that, but obviously,
but yeah, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, something didn't sit right with me with that, and it played on my mind for a hot minute. So that's why I'm like, no, something. But yeah, so that's what we have brought to you this week. I hope you enjoyed it, but as usual, and always, I'm sending love and light, and we will be back next week. So it's goodbye from me.
Bye.
Bye.